Welcome back to my channel mga kabulero at ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay tungkol sa constants of integration. Ano nga ba to at saan natin to ay ma-apply sa ating knowledge about integral calculus? So, ang constants of integration ay tungkol sa paghahanap ng value ng constants. Kung maaalala natin, nawawalan tayo ng trace sa y-intercept or sa constant ng isang function kapag nag-derivative tayo. Since sa integral calculus, kailangan nating ma-retrieve yung prime function or yung original function. Therefore, we need to get the value of those constants. So, flashed on the screen is the first problem, which says, find the curve where slope at any point is 2x minus 5 and passing through 5, 4. So, meron tayong graph na nakalagay din sa screen at yan ang output or yan yung graph ng ating curve. So, to solve this problem, we have first the given is 2x minus 5 and what is it? It's the slope. So, slope is equal to, or the gradient of the tangent is equal to 2x minus 5. Okay? And then, passing through 5, 4, mamaya gagamitin natin yan para ma-solve natin yung constant. So, ano nga ba ang representation ng derivative or ng slope? That is dy over dx. And then, ilagay lang natin yung function, 2x minus 5. And then, i-distribute natin yung dx sa kabilang side ng equation. We have dy is equal to 2x minus 5 dx. So, ngayon, yung variable ay with respect na sa x. So, applyan natin ang integration. Lagyan natin ang integral sign. Therefore, my y, diba, is equal to integral of 2x, that's x squared over 2. Tapos, meron siyang 2 sa harap. So, magka-cancel out na lang yung x, yung 2 na yan. Minus 5, which is, meron pang c. Okay? And this c is the one that we will be computing. So, kung i-rewrite natin yung equation, y is equal to x squared minus 5x plus c. Okay? So, gagamitin natin tong equation na to mamaya para ma-solve natin yung ating hinahanap na constant. So, what we will do is to substitute the value of x and y to the function. Bakit nga ba gagamitin natin yung value ng x and y given it's passing through 5 and 4? So, at passing through therefore, in here, you have x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 4. So, gagamitin natin yung equation na 4, galing dito, y is equal to x squared minus 5x plus c. Substitute lang natin yung value ng x and y. So, we have 4 for y is equal to 5 squared minus 5 times 5 plus c. So, kung makikita natin, 5 squared and then 5 times 5, mawawala na din yung mga yan. And therefore, your c is equal to 4. So, therefore, the equation of the curve or the function of the curve is y is equal to x squared minus 5x plus 4. Okay? At yan ang sagot sa ating first problem. Alright, so let's proceed to our next problem. Okay, so for problem number 2, the question is, find the equation of the curve which y double prime or the second derivative is equal to 4 over x cube. and which is tangent to the line 2x plus y is equal to 5, which is at the point 1, 3. So, how to solve this? Meron tayong kailangan ditong i-take into consideration, which is yung slopes. Pero mamaya i-discuss natin kung ano yun. So, ano nga ba ang given? Which is your y double prime or the second derivative. So, writing second derivative of y is equal to 4 over x cubed. So, this is just the same as 4x to the negative 3. Okay? And then, to compute for y prime, so this is the first derivative of the equation, it's the integral of 4x to the negative 3 dx. Okay? Parang ganun lang yon. And then, this would lead to 4x to the negative 2. Okay? And then, lagay natin yung using power rule. And then, plus c. Therefore, your y prime is equal to negative 2x to the negative 2 plus c. So, eto, yung constant is the first constant. So, lalagyan ko ng c1 to be specific that it's the first constant. Since naka second derivative tayo, we are expecting to get two different constants in this example. So, to solve for the prime function, i-integrate natin yung y prime. So, that's the integral of negative 2x to the negative 2 plus c1. So, iparenthesis natin kasi lahat yan ay makukuha na natin ng integral. Now, we have, ilalabas natin yung 2. Diba? So, we have the integral of, or integrate na natin yung buong function na to. So, that's negative 2. Tapos, you have x, negative 1 na lang to. Since power rule, diba? And we have plus c1. And then, integral of c1 dx, parang constant lang yung c1, which is technically constant nga siya. Kakaroon siya ng x. Okay? And then, plus, huwag kalimutan yung second constant, c2. Therefore, to rewrite the equation, ito na siya. Yung negative, ito, mawawala. Magiging 2 na lang. 2 over x. Gawin nating denominator yung x. Plus c1x plus c2. Okay, so ito yung original function, pero makikita natin unknown pa yung dalawang constants. Gagamitin natin yung ibang given ng problem para ma-solve natin yung final function or equation of this problem. Okay, so sabi dito, since the curve is tangent to the line 2x plus y is equal to 5. Ang ibig sabihin nun, kung nakatangent siya, ibig sabihin nagtatouch siya sa iisang point. Okay? Which is at 1, 3. So, we can use the slope of the line to compute for c1 by using the first derivative of the equation. So, kung isusulat natin yung function ng tangent line, so y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. Okay? Saan nga ba nanggaling tong y is equal to negative 2x plus 5? Yan lang naman yung function or yung tangent or yung function which is tangent to the line. Diba? Na 2x plus y is equal to 5. Ginawa ko lang na ganitong notation, y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. As you can see, parang nakapattern siya sa y is equal to mx plus b. Diba? So, I can determine that my slope here is negative 2. Diba? Y is equal to mx plus b, where m is your slope. So, my slope here is negative 2. And then, I will just get this equation at i-apply ko yung slope. Okay? So, y prime is equal to negative 2 x to the negative 2 plus c1. Okay, so if I will apply yung negative 2 as the slope, di ba? Nung line na yon, which is in tangent to the curve, I have my negative 2, ito yon, yung slope, is negative 2 multiplied by, ano nga ba yung function ng x, or yung value ng x? This is at 1, 3. Therefore, my x is 1. Okay? So, 1 raised to negative 2 plus c1. So, kung titingnan natin, 1 raised to the negative 2, that is still 1. Parang ano lang yan, 1 over square root of 1. Okay? Multiplied by negative 2, so negative 2 pa rin. Pag transpose natin yung negative 2, magiging positive 2. At magka-cancel out yung negative 2 and positive 2. Therefore, my C1 is equal to 0. Okay? Sana nakuha natin yon. So, since the curve passes through, again, 1, 3, gagamitin pa rin natin yung value na yon. Kasi, i-try nating isolve yung C2 using this function. Okay? Kung kanina ginamit natin yung y prime, ngayon gagamitin na natin yung mismong curve or function of the curve with the inclusion of the two constants, unknown constants. So, using that function of y is equal to 2 over x plus c1 x plus c2. And as we know, c1 is 0. Diba? So, my y is equal to 2 over x plus c2. And my c2 is equal to, ano nga ba yung c2 natin dito? Eh di, i-substitute lang natin yung value ng y, which is 3. Okay? Sige, anuhin muna natin. Gawin natin step by step para hindi nakakalito. So, my y is 3. And then 2 over my x is 1 plus c2. So, mangyayari dito, c2 is equal to 3 minus 2, which is 1. Okay? So, we now solved for c1 and c2 on this equation or in this problem. At ang huli natin gagawin is i-substitute yung values ng c1 at c2 dito sa main equation natin. Therefore, the curve's equation is y is equal to 2 over x plus 1. At yan ang final answer. Alright, so let's proceed to the next problem. So, sa pagpapatuloy ng ating discussion, we are down to our third problem. And ang problem natin is, find the equation of motion if acceleration, which is designated by this function, a is equal to 1 over t multiplied by the square root of t, where t is the time in seconds, a is the acceleration in meters per second squared, and s is the distance in meters. So, we have an equation here, or a legend saying when t is equal to 1 second, yung s daw is 9 meters. And when t is equal to 4 seconds, s is equal to 16 seconds. We will be using that condition later on as soon as we are going through the solution. Okay, so to solve, balikan lang natin. Ano nga ba ang alam natin mga functions or equations in physics specific to acceleration and velocity? So we know that acceleration is equal to dv over dt. Diba? Which is the change in velocity with respect to time. At yung isa pa nating alam, ginamit natin to sa previous na mga explanation or discussion natin using integral calculus in kinematics. Diba? Ginamit natin to. So you also have v is equal to, or your velocity is equal to ds, or the change in the displacement divided by the change in time. Okay? So, ito lang yung dalawang basis natin sa pagsosolve ng equation na to or ng problem na to. So, to solve, una, alam natin na ang acceleration it's like the derivative of velocity. However, to solve for the constants, kasi mag-degenerate to ng constants, sa acceleration, makakuha tayo ng isang constant. Or, if we integrate acceleration in here, magiging siyang velocity. Okay? Makukuha natin pala yung velocity function. At mag-generate yon ng isang constant. Now, if we are opting to solve for the prime function of this equation or the speed function, makukuha natin, or the motion function, makukuha natin yung displacement function. Okay? At magkakaroon siya ng dalawang constants at the end. So, to solve, A is equal to, isulat lang natin yung function, which is 1 over t square root of t. Pwede nating masimplify ito. Pero, ilagay muna natin, ano nga ba yung katumbas nito? Katumbas nito is dv over dt. Okay? And if we will distribute yung t sa kabilang equation, kasi yung variable natin is with respect to time naman, therefore my dv is equal to 1 over t square root of t dt. Okay? Na-rumble-rumble lang, pero ganun pa rin yun. So, what will happen is, dv, i-transform into exponent form. Therefore, that is t to the negative 1, diba? Multiplied by t to the negative 1/2. Okay? Huwag kalimutan yung dt. Okay. So, we can now begin our integration. So, pagko-combine lang natin to, pero diretso na tayo sa integration. Therefore, dv, pag-combine muna natin, t raised to negative 3/2, diba? 2 times 1, negative 2, or 2 times negative 1, negative 2, minus 1, that's negative 3 divided by 2, which is, that would be your exponent. dt, okay, and then apply the integration. So, the answer here is v is equal to t to the negative 1/2, kasi kung gagamitan na natin ng power rule, that's plus 1 at plus c1. Okay? So, to write the final equation, you have negative 2t to the negative 1/2 plus c1. Okay? At nasolve na natin yung first equation, which is in reference to the velocity. Next is, we can solve for the function of the displacement. Ang gagawin natin is, i-integrate lang natin yung velocity function. Okay? Kung kanina in-integrate natin yung acceleration function, makukuha natin yung velocity. Now, velocity, if we will integrate the function, we can get the displacement function. So, writing down, lagyan natin ng division. Writing down the equation, v is equal to ds over dt. And I will write this equation, negative 2 t to the negative 1/2 plus c1. Okay? I-distribute ko lang naman si dt sa kabila. And what I will get is ds parenthesis negative 2t to the negative 1/2 plus c1. Okay? And then dt. Okay? So, applyan na natin ngayon ng integration. So, I will get s here, and integral of negative 2t to the negative 1/2, edi kung magpa-power rule tayo dito, ilalabas lang natin yung negative 2, at magkakaroon siya ng t negative 1/2 plus 1, that's t to the 1/2. Maglalagay ako ng 1/2 sa denominator. And then plus c1 dt, the integral of dt is t, at mag-generate siya ng c2. Okay? And my displacement function would be negative, this one, magiging negative 4t to the 1 half plus c1t, okay, plus c2. So I already got two equations in here. So ang mangyayari dito is gagamitin natin yung condition kanina. Ano nga ba yung mga conditions natin? When t1 is, or when t is 1 second, we have displacement of 9 minutes or 9 meters. If the displacement or time is 4 seconds, the displacement is 16 meters. At i-compute natin siya sa kabilang side nito. Puno na yung ating screen. So to continue, let's just use our conditions. So our first condition is when t is equal to 1 second, my displacement is equal to 9 meters. And if my t is equal to 4 seconds, my displacement is equal to 16 meters. So ang gagawin lang natin dito is to generate two equations. Kasi dalawa yung unknown natin. So kailangan din natin ng dalawang equations. So for my first equation, let's use the first condition and then embed it to our displacement function, which is our displacement function is written as negative 4 square root of t plus c1 t plus c2. Okay? So isa-substitute natin yung s as 9 and then negative 4 square root of 1 plus c1 multiplied by 1 plus c2. Okay? And then let's simplify. Ilalagay ko na lang sa kabilang side yung c1 and c2. Okay? So we will get c1 plus c2, diba? Kasi c1 multiplied by 1 is just c1 is equal to, ilipat natin yung negative 4 sa kabila at magiging siyang positive. And then 9 plus positive 4 or 9 plus 4, that's equal to 13. Okay? So this will be our equation number 1. So to get equation number 2, what will happen is we'll just substitute yung value nung second condition. Okay? So since s is equal to negative 4 square root of t plus c1t plus c2, substitute natin yung second condition, that's 16 is equal to negative 4 square root of 4 plus c1 multiplied by 4 plus c2. And if I will simplify this function, magiging siyang 4c1, di ba? Plus c2, okay? Gagawin ko lang ganitong convention, is equal to 16 minus negative 4. What's the square root of 4? That's 2. So 2 times 4, that is 8 or negative 8, di ba? Kasi negative 4 siya. At itatranspose natin siya sa kabilang side at magiging siyang plus. So 16 plus 8, that's 24. Okay? And this is our equation 2. So since meron ka ng dalawang equations, ang gagawin natin dito, marami tayong pwedeng gawing process. But I will choose to use the elimination process. So let's write in yung equation 2. Unahin ko yung equation 2 kasi meron siyang numerical coefficient. So 4c1, diba, plus c2 is equal to 24. Diba? Ito yung equation 2. Yung equation 1 ko is c1 plus c2 is equal to 13. Ito yung equation 1 ko. Gagawin ko lang is, i-multiply ko yung buong equation 1 ng negative 1 para magkaroon ako ng elimination or cancellation ng mga values. So, c2 will be cancelled out kung magiging negative 1 yon or negative c2. And then, here magiging negative c1, ang matitira dito is 3c1. At dito 0 na is equal to 24 minus 13, ang magiging sagot is 11. Okay? So, 3c1 is equal to 11. Therefore, I can solve my c1. My c1 is equal to 11 over 3. Yan. Solve ko na si c1. So, to solve for c2, I can just substitute the value of C1 to whichever equation. Pero mas pipiliin ko na si equation 1 kasi mas kukonti lang yung kailangan kong gamitin pasikot-sikot. So, I have my C1 as 11 over 3. Isa-substitute ko siya sa first equation. So, writing it down, that's my C1 plus C2 is equal to 13. That's my equation 1, di ba? So, to solve for C2 is equal to, di ilipat ko lang sa kabila yung 11 over 3. Ang mangyayari is magiging 13 minus 11 over 3 and my C2 is equal to 28. 3 times 26, that's 28 over 3. Okay? So, I was able to solve both C1 and C2. Therefore, ilalagay ko na lang siya sa equation and using that, finding, therefore, the equation of the motion is S is equal to negative 4 square root of t. What's my C1? That is plus 11 over 3 t plus 28 over 3. Okay, so that is my final answer. So, dito na nagtatapos ang ating example for constants of integration. Marami pa sanang examples na pwedeng maipakita, pero pwede natin gawin yon depende kung may mag-request. Pero for now, these examples are pretty good examples to show how to solve constants of integration para maibalik natin yung missing trace ng y-intercept kapag tayo ay kumuha ng derivative. So, thank you so much for listening at i-check nyo yung mga susunod kong videos about integration. Thank you!